So it's 9:01, it must be time for a giveaway. So today we're giving away a Litro camera. I will read the back. It's a camera. It has 16 of those gigabyte things in it and it's red. So, do we have Ryan Mallon in the room? Going? Oh, yep. Cool, come see us afterwards. But that's 2 for 2. How are we doing this? Oh, look, we've even got a picture. It's a thing. It's the refocusable something camera. Networking. So wireless now works. The SSID and password are on the screen. I feel like we should acknowledge the network yesterday. So there are a couple of problems as best as I can tell. First off, never build a conference on an Indian burial ground. It wasn't that good a joke. Secondly, we had a problem with the Wi-Fi controller. It was in a reboot loop. That is now resolved and the vendor was very helpful, so that was cool, but we did end up having to escalate to the vendor. And additionally, our uplink fell over because our upstream provider had a core router line card fail. Now, I'm not a networking person, but it was something along the lines of something, bad ECC RAM, and then the smoke came out. But you know it's bad when 4 engineers leave in a car immediately to go and swap hardware out. So it was like a 1 in a million thing. We're all innocent, I tells ya. Now again, just briefly mentioning the charities. We're raising money for the Cystic Fibrosis Association and the Leukemia Foundation. And this subtle note at the bottom of the screen, we're raising money by doing a raffle. The raffle prize is a $1,700 benchtop CNC machine. So like what you guys were building yesterday, but bigger and more metaler and more expensive. So go buy 1 million tickets, it will be awesome. Where? Oh, where? That's a good point, fair enough. Tickets are for sale at the Rego desk, go see Erin. I think it's $2 for 1, 3 for 5, my lovely assistant tells me. So go see Erin at Rego. The other thing I should say is we don't actually physically possess the CNC router. Because it's big and heavy, the plan is when you win it, we'll just drop ship it to your house. So we'll deal with all the shipping and all of that kind of stuff as well. Now remember, be nice to each other, okay? The whole idea here is to have a good time for everybody. So just a reminder, try not to make other delegates sad if it's at all possible. Also remember to vote in the Linux Australia election. So today is your last day to vote. I think, oh, they've all escaped, I can't see any of them. I think voting closes at midnight tonight. That's what I'm saying. They're saying yes, so that's good. So yes, please vote. In fact, we have Wi-Fi, right? Go vote now. Don't vote for me. So yeah, please vote. So where do we go from here? Today is simpler. We're not going to location X. Location X is gone forever. So everything after this is in the Manning Clark Centre, including the morning tea that's straight after this. So we have 6 mini-confs, and they're all in Manning Clark. Tonight is the speakers' dinner. Now, speakers only, please, for this one. So speakers, we will pick you up at John the 23rd at 6 p.m. or Bay 6 at the City Interchange at about the same time. If you don't know where the City Interchange is, come and talk to Rego, and they'll help you out with a map and all of that kind of good stuff. I'll tell you about tomorrow morning now too, because we're not going to do another one of these before then. So tomorrow morning is our professional delegates session. It's a breakfast at the National Gallery of Australia. So if you're a local and you just want to drive there directly, that's completely fine. Buses will leave from John the 23rd at 7 a.m. and again from Bay 6 in the city. We're going to do 2 rounds of buses. So you know, if you miss the first one, it's not the end of the world, but if you miss the second one, we are going to make you walk. Yes, Heckley man, if you're at the Novotel, you're going to have to walk to Bay 6 in the city. It's a block. It should be okay. And now our keynote, because I promised to keep this to a minimum so we could have as much radia as possible. Radia is a fellow at Intel Labs. She developed a network thingy, again, I'm not a networking person, called Spanning Tree Protocol. And has done some interesting stuff on top of that as well. We have a whole bunch of her books that she's written that we're going to give away. I'm not going to read out a million names now. What we'll do instead is we'll just put a list of names in the foyer today and people can collect them when they collect them.